Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. Today we will continue our story from where we had stopped. So I request all of you to open your book and sit. Let's read. No, no, you should rest. Shall I read to you? Asked Joe, looking at some books nearby. I've read all of them, and if you don't mind, I'd like to talk, answered Lori. Not a bit. Beth says I keep talking all day and never know when to stop. Is Beth the rosy one who sometimes goes out with a little basket? Asked Lori with interest. So then the Lori said, no need to do such thing. But Joe, you just take rest. But Joe, she saw some books in the room and she said, should I read some books to you? Then Lori said, no, I have read all the books. I want just someone to talk to me. You just sit down and talk. Then Joe said, no, I can't talk to you because my sister, she says, I talk too much and I will not allow you to speak. Then Lori said, whose sister? The one with rosy one? Beth? I have seen her sometimes, basket in her hand, going out. Is she your sister, Beth? So let's see what Joe replies to Lori. Now let's read. Yes, that's Beth. So Joe said, yes, she is my sister, a rosy one. Her name is Beth. The pretty one is Meg and the curly haired one is Amy, I believe. Lori post means, so the Lori said, pretty one is, her name is Meg, and one with curly hair, her name is Amy. Let's read now. He then added shyly, I often hear you talking to each other sometimes when I see you all sitting around the table with your mother. It's like looking at a picture. Lori poked the fire to hide the sudden trembling of his lips. So Lori said, I have often seen you sitting around the table with your mother and talking to each other, and it's very beautiful to see you all sitting like this. Can you see the picture? This is Joe and her mother, and these are her sisters. And can you see the Lori standing outside the window and looking at Joe's family? He said, I have often seen you sitting with your family. It's very beautiful to see all like this. But then he also started feeling a little bit shy, thinking that what Joe is thinking that I have seen all the people of her family. So just to make distract from her, he started putting sticks into the fire. Then let's see what happened. Joe was touched while she was unwell and lonely. She was happy at home with her mother and sisters. You could just come and visit us, she said gently. Mother would be glad to welcome you, and you will have jolly times with my sisters and me. Wouldn't your grandpa let you? Jo was very touched. She started feeling unhappy. She started feeling very sorry because she said, when you were unwell, I was busy enjoying with my family, enjoying with my sisters. I am very unhappy to hear this. But you can come to my place. You can join my family. If you like, you can play with my sisters. You can visit my family, she said. My mother would love to welcome you. My sisters would be very happy to see you. But will your grandpa allow you to come? Now let's see what happens. I think he is very kind, but he I might disturb strangers, said Lori. Lori said, no, I know he will not mind me going to your place, but he used to say that we should not disturb others, so maybe he would not allow me. Let's read now. We are no strangers, we are your neighbors and you won't disturb us. So Joe said, no, 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 we are your neighbors, you will never disturb us. That is, you can come anytime to my place. Then Joe and Lori started talking about books. So Joe was delighted to find that Lori also loved books and had read more books than her. So after this conversation of the family, now they started to talk about some reading books. But Joe was very happy to hear that even Lori likes to read books, and he had read many books more than what Joe already had read. So now let's see what happens, how this conversation goes ahead. What happens after the in the family, will the grandpa will return, and what will happen if the grandpa will return. Now let's see what happens next in the story. I request all of you to turn the page. If you like them so much, come down to our library, Lori offered. Grandpa isn't home, don't be afraid. I'm not afraid of anything, Joe replied, tossing her head. What they were talking about, do you remember? They were talking about reading the books. So Lori said, if you like to read the books, then come down to our library. There are a lot of things you would love to read. And he also said that you don't worry, Grandpa is not at home. So no need to be afraid. So Joe replied, saying, no, 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 I am not afraid of anything. Now let's see what happens. Lori laughed and led her through the rooms. He let her examine whatever struck her fancy. At last, they reached the library where Joe clapped her hands and danced with delight. It was lined with books, and then there were pictures and statues, strange little tables and bronze pieces, and best of all, a great open fireplace with quaint tiles all around it. So, when they were walking towards the library, they were passing towards through rooms, and whatever Joe was looking nearby, maybe the statues, pictures, the paintings, and on the walls, maybe decoration and so on. She was very much curious to know, and so she was checking everything with too much interest. She was very happy to see everything and she was questioning Lori about all these things. So, when they were moving down, finally they reached the library. And in this paragraph, this gives the description about the library, how the library looks. So, when the Joe saw the library, she was very happy and started clapping and dancing. Now let's read. What richness, says Joe, sinking into a chair. Sinking means sitting on the chair and gazing around her. Theodore Lawrence, you should be the happiest boy in the world. So Joe said, what a beautiful library. So many things. What a richness. Sitting on the chair, she said, very nice. What is full name of the Theodore? Full name of the Lawrence is Theodore. She said, you are the happiest boy in the world. You have such a beautiful mansion, very big library. Let's read. No one can live on books, said Lorry, shaking his head as he perched on a table. Just then a bell rang and Joe flew up, alarmed. It's your grandpa? What shall I do? So Lorry said, but nobody can live on book because Lorry had never no friends. Lorry had never visited anywhere. He said, just then they heard a bell ringing and Joe was afraid. She stood up from the chair and she asked, it's your grandpa? What should I do now? Let's read. Well, what if it's you said you are not afraid of anything, remember? Said Lorry, laughing. But it was only the doctor who had come to check on Lorry. Would you mind if I left you for a minute? Lorry asked. Joe shook her head and went up to look at portrait of old Mr. Lawrence. So Lorry said, what if my grandpa is there? You said you are not afraid of anything. And Lorry started laughing. So it was the doctor who had come to check Lorry. It was not his grandpa. Lorry said, would you mind I will leave you in the library for a minute. I am coming after a minute. Joe said, okay, fine, you can go. She was still standing before the portrait when the door opened again. Joe did not turn as she said, I won't be afraid of your grandpa. He looks stern, but he has kind eyes and I like him. So Joe was standing and looking towards the portrait. Suddenly, the door got opened and she didn't turn. And she said, I'm not afraid of your grandpa. I have seen your grandpa. He looks straight, but his eyes are very kind. And I like him. I like your grandpa. Let's see what happened. Thank you, ma'am, said a gruff. Gruff means a very low voice, rough and low voice. Behind her, and there, to Joe's great dismay, stood old Mr. Lawrence. When she was looking at the portrait, some voice came and she said, oh, thank you so much. And it was very rough voice, like a voice of a old people. So it was same type of voice. Let's read. Mr. Lawrence is very amused and invites Joe to tea. There, as Joe and Lorry talked merrily, Mr. Lawrence realizes how lonely Lorry had been and decides to send him to the March's house occasionally. So, Mr. Lawrence invited Joe, come let's have tea together. And when they were having tea, Mr. Lawrence saw that when the Lorry and Joe, they were talking to each other, they were very happy. So he realized that Lorry was very lonely, and so he decided to send Lorry to Joe's house sometimes to play and to have good times with their family. Here story is over, and this lesson is very nice, children. I request you to go through this lesson once or twice to understand it. After that, we will be doing the next exercises of this lesson. Before that, I want you to read the lesson nicely. Thank you.